Hey guys, how's it going? My name's the Breph, and welcome to another challenge. Today we're asking the question, can you beat Pokémon Red with only a Geodude? Geodude itself is a high defense Pokemon with an attack stat that isn't that bad actually. The main issue for us will be the abysmal special stat, probably gonna make trainers such as Misty, Erica and Lorelei really bloody hard. Oh, and our rival has a Gyarados at certain points, so that'll be fun. Anyway, all said and done, let's go over the rules. Yeah, these don't actually change, so no other Pokemon in battle except for our Geodude, no items in battle at all, seeing as held items aren't a thing and TM usage is permitted. Now, let's crack on. We kick off the game in a way that's already been predicted, with an inventive comment like Breph. We name our rival Ian after Ian Rock, who requested this challenge in the comments. From there, we get our Geodude and name it Big Stone, because I was really tired and I'd used my one inventive name per video on myself, naturally. We head off and grab the mysterious parcel from the Pokemart and run it back to the Professor, where he rewards us with an encyclopedia. Cheers, great prof. We head off and decide that the rival fight is something I want to do. Usually this fight is easier, about level 10 or something like that. I had to be level 13 in order to win this fight because of that Pidgey and its bastard sand attack. Anyway, we race through Viridian Forest and arrive at Brock's gym. At level 17 we win, only with a minuscule bit of health, but at the end of the day, it was always going to be tough with our move pool. Heading off towards Cerulean, we get the opportunity to take a fossil. And by opportunity, I mean it's literally forced down our throat. Naturally, we take the Helix fossil. I already know that Misty will be a tough fight, so I decide to head north and tackle the rival. The mini heart attack I had at the end when I survive on 5 HP with a Leech Seed active can't actually be described, but my god was it relieving to save straight away after that. We go and grab the SS ticket from a weird looking Pokemon thingy in a house, and we decide to try a Misty fight for the Brants. Give you one guess on how that went. Yeah. When you can't even beat the first Pokemon, you know it isn't going to happen anytime soon. So I decide to go down towards the SS Anne and take on that portion of the story. Yeah, we also hit a bit of a roadblock here. It took us until level 37 just to beat the rival on the fucking boat. Great. If this isn't an indication of things to come, I don't know what is. And I'm going to make my prediction now. I'm going to need to be max level in order to do this challenge. I don't think it's possible anymore, but let's plough forward. Going back to Misty, we're able to win. Having seen the damage that a single water gun does to us, I'm glad it wasn't a crit. At the end of the day, if we couldn't have one-shot the Starmie, then it would have been back to the grind. But luckily for us, the next fight is against Lieutenant Surge, and it goes much smoother. We're over leveled as shit and one-shot his entire team without taking a single point of damage. From there, we race through the rocket hideout, arriving at Giovanni. He doesn't cause that much of an issue, thankfully, and goes down without huge effort. But you want to know who does take a lot of effort? Erica. Who'd have seen that one coming? Look, cut a long story short here, and I decide to go off and tackle the Lavender Town Tower. Except we can't win. Hydro Pump is very nasty to us and can one-shot us from full health. And even when it doesn't hit, and we do knock out the Gyarados, we still can't finish the fight off. So, back to the grind I go, and 5 levels later, we dispatch Ian and move on up. Rescuing Mr. Fuji, I decide to head over and take on Koga. It wasn't as difficult a fight as it can usually be because we have Earthquake and a few more levels than usual. Thankfully, this also means that Erica isn't much of an issue now either. Once we put those fights behind us, I realised we aren't actually making as little progress as I thought we would be, but it definitely could be worse. What do I decide the next challenge to do is? Well, Cinnabar Island and Blaine's Gym. Thanks to Earthquake, we don't actually struggle here, and with that, there are only a couple of gyms left, Sabrina and Giovanni. But before we can tackle either of those, we have to take on the Sylph Company building. At level 60, we win the rival fight with only 5 HP. fuck that, my fragile heart can only take so much. Between you and me, I'm a fat alcoholic wanker, so please don't do this to me, game. Once we caught our breath, we take on Giovanni, and my word, it's such an easy fight compared to the last one we just did. Running out of there faster than you used to do when you ran after the ice cream van if it pulled up a few doors down from yours as a child, we hit up Sabrina. It took us a few attempts for a few reasons, and a few minutes later, we finally defeated her. That leaves Giovanni up last. Thanks to Earthquake, we win, and yeah, I'm keeping this part short and sweet and simple, because, well, what's to come is gonna be neither of those things. Before we can head to the Pokemon League, we have to fight Ian for the final time as our rival. We had another huge roadblock here, and in truth, it was actually something of a double whammy. To begin with, Hydro Pump is a pain in the arse yet again. It can one-shot us from full health. I don't do the whole save states thing during my playthroughs, and the only time I have, I've mentioned it. I'm stubborn and want each run to be true, and because of that, I reset the game every time I faint. Brilliant, because this took me a long time, and it wasn't fun. Even when we managed to get Hydro Pump to miss, the only move I could use to one-shot it was Rock Throw, a move that in Gen 1 only has 60 accuracy, I believe. If it missed, which it did, numerous times, then we were back to square one. Luckily for me, if it hit, we moved on, but the second slap around the face is Venusaur. Because of the way critical hits are calculated in Gen 1, Razor Leaf almost always hits for one. And that can also one-shot me from full health. So even if all of those stars aligned, I couldn't win, which meant it was grinding time. And every attempt became more and more heartbreaking because with each failure, it sent me back on a grind. On top of all of that, the only way I knew if it was impossible was for all of the same stars to align yet again. By the time we actually win, we're level 80, and for some reason, Venusaur used Vine Whip rather than Razor Leaf, leaving me on 15 health. Oh my god, I've never been so happy to get the fuck away from a situation. By the time we finish Victory Road, I'm shaking with rage. I couldn't beat that team without Gen 1 AI at level 80. How the fuck am I gonna do it at the end of the Elite Four? Anyway, as it turns out, the issue to overcome first was Lorelei. Those Ice-type users are a massive pain for me. In fact, they were the worst pain in the arse for me in this entire run. I tried and tried and tried over and over and over again. I leveled up nicely on the way, but to me, that still counts as a grind. I've already decided on next week's challenge, and please forgive me because I've made it a slightly easier one. Mainly because I need it. I need an easier run because I had to grind up to level 96 in order to beat Lorelei. 90 bloody 6. It may come as a shock to absolutely no one that Bruno was a hell of a lot easier. Earthquake decimated the Onix, and Body Slam pretty much did the rest of the job. Agatha really wasn't difficult either. Her Ghost type users are also weak to Earthquake due to their poison typing, and the lack of abilities until Gen 3. Finally, that left Lance, and Lance took a few resets as well. Annoyingly, he's got one of those Poxy Gyarados. Yeah, it was the same reset reason as all of the other times. Hydro Pump. After that, the rest of his team didn't really cause any sort of issues, and finally we have to bite the bullet and fight the champion. Speaking from the heart, it wasn't as much of an issue as I thought it was going to be. Pretty consistently, we managed to make it to the Venusaur with full/nearly full health. Razor Leaf, however, yeah, it's still a one-shot. Luckily for us, we do get one run where it uses Mega Drain, leaving us on 90 health, and our single Earthquake has beaten us the game. Thank God for that. Big Stone I called it. Yeah, I've got 'em. I needed them in order to not give up on this run at times. At the start of this challenge, I asked a simple question on behalf of Ian Rock. Can you beat Pokémon Red with only a Geodude? The answer? Yes, you can. Is it fun? No, it isn't. Would I recommend it? No, not at all. Geodude is not a fun Pokemon to use in this generation, and I would say best leave the suffering to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and comment down below any challenges you might like to see me take on in the future. Oh, and please join me next time, where I ask the question, can you beat Pokemon Ruby with only a Tropius? Thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.